Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. I'm Charlene, also known as Wonky Studio. Today we are going to be doing something a little different. As you guys know, I have art supplies everywhere. We're talking upstairs, downstairs, in that bag, in this bag. It's out of control. And I am tired of running around finding what I need and what I love to use the most. So, when I was gifted this secondhand cleaning caddy, I thought, what a perfect place to put all of my most used supplies, my most loved supplies, and the supplies I'm most eager to really learn with this coming year than in this cleaning caddy. This way I can just grab this, whether I want to work upstairs in the art studio or here at the dining room. And then I think I want to do a little extension off of that because I do bring art supplies to the coffee shop or to work for my lunch breaks. So I want to also have a shoot off from this where I can just grab my current supplies that I'm using for a current project right out of here and pop out the door, and I'm ready to go. I think 2026 is going to be streamline everything. The easier it is, the more likely I'm going to use it, and the more likely I will complete projects. So that is why we are going to change this into the ultimate art toolkit. As I started to gather supplies to put into this cleaning caddy, I was asking myself questions like, which supplies bring me the most joy when I use them? Which supplies do I really want to get better at using this coming year? So I feel like if I put them into this art caddy and have them with me at all times, I'm more likely to grab them and use them. You know, the old saying, out of sight, out of mind. I think that also applies with our art supplies. When I was ready to start loading things into this cleaning caddy, it was kind of a trial and error. I would clip things here, clip things there. I would try things in certain spaces, rotate them. And as I went along, I kind of just followed my intuition. If something just felt like it wasn't going to work in that space, I would take it out or move it. I am very excited how this turned out, and I really think it's going to be very helpful for me this coming year as I'm trying to grow and use these supplies more often. I'm feeling pretty confident about the items that I have added to my cart versus the stuff that's going to stay in my travel kit. And I wasn't sure if I should add Stabilo Woodies. I had them floating around on my desk. I'm not super proficient with them. I don't love them. So I think that I'm going to maybe just let them live on my desk as opposed to in my favorites cart here. Um, the things that I did add were a variety of my favorite brushes, my favorite brush cleaner, because I really like to keep my brushes as clean as possible. I have a paint towel in here. I also have my favorite mix match brands of color pencils. Majority of them are Prismacolors. Um, I'm slowly loving the Holbein color pencils more than Prisma, but That's not for sure yet. They're very close in my heart of my favorites. I also have some little bottles here of acrylic inks, just different colors in little droppers instead of the big bottles that they normally come in. I included a couple little journal clips and, of course, some washi tape in case I want some nice crisp edges. And then I also included just some random favorite supplies of mine like tweezers, little scissors, big scissors, a ruler, my favorite pink pilot colored NO. This is like a little razor blade pen in case I need to cut something. My favorite drawing pen, which I don't even know the brand of this. I get it on Amazon. I found one while I was hiking on vacation in Texas, and I miraculously found them on Amazon and have loved them ever since. And then this rainbow pencil. I love this rainbow pencil. And then back here, I have different sketchbooks. I'm not 100% on the sketchbooks I'm going to use next year, other than my OG Dollar Tree sketchbook. So one of these will definitely always be in there. But as I am exploring gouache more, I'm not sure if I'm going to use like a watercolor sketchbook or one of the art creations by Royal Talons. So I just pop both of those in there for now. I also have a variety of Neocolor 2s and Neocolor 1s. I did just purchase a bunch of new colors, so I do have to add those to my tins still. I haven't added any of my new supplies to my cart yet because I want to make a whole video about that. I also put in some palette paper. I thought this would be handy. And then I'm slowly making a large gouache paint palette out of an old spirograph tin. So this is slowly coming together. I still need to fill these up with more colors, but that is something that I'm going to do at a later date. And then I also included this light that folds that I can put on a table in case like I want to work on the couch. It's rechargeable. I love this thing. And then lastly, I added this little clip-on Tupperware or organizer because if I'm like working really fast, I don't want to have to worry about like putting supplies 100% back where they are. So this is going to be like my messy like dump it here, I'll organize it later bin. So like it's really hard to get my color pencils back into these sleeves. So while I'm working, I will just keep putting them in here and pulling from there instead of constantly putting them in and out of the sleeves here. So that is everything that I have in this that I can take upstairs, downstairs, and I don't know that I will take it to a coffee shop. So that's why I have this little to-go kit. So I've just been carrying it around in this little zipper pouch that I got from the dollar store. In here, I also have another pink pilot color NO. I have another stick eraser, which I also have one in here. I don't think I showed you, but I love these stick erasers. I get these from the dollar store also. Another one of those favorite sketching pens. And of course, since I'm out and about, using a traditional paintbrush is not super feasible. So I have a couple of these water brushes. These are the Jane Davenport brand. I have had these forever. I love the Jane Davenport ones. I got these back when her supplies were still being sold at Michael's. I really wish they still were, but better times back then, I guess. I keep a Yoo-Hoo glue stick. This is my absolute favorite glue stick. And then I also keep a piece of gum eraser, more washi, a pencil sharpener. I like to keep it in a little bag so that all the little bits aren't always falling into the bottom of my
pen bag. I absolutely hate that because then it gets like all over your other supplies and they gunk up. As you can see, like my pencil sharpener is like all gunked up with, this is what your pens and pencils eventually look like, and it's not great. So I just keep it in a little jewelry bag. Then I also carry a little bit of paper towel or kitchen roll. I personally like the Vivo one because it doesn't let off little fuzzies into your paintbrushes. And then I have these mini palettes for my gouache. I just gifted myself a new one for Christmas, so I only have 2 colors in here. I still have to fill it up with more colors. I'm going to be doing a gouache haul for Christmas, so once I get all of those colors in the mail, we can fill that little guy up together. So all of these supplies will nicely fit into this little bag. And then I just also bring this with my color pencils of the colors that I'm currently using for my current projects. I also have some new colors in here as well. So once I'm done with that project, I will put all of these back where they are supposed to live. But for now, I just keep them in here so that I can grab them quickly if I'm going to go to the coffee shop, or, if I want to doodle on my lunch break. So then this will also go in here and I can just carry this up and down the stairs and make one thing in my life a little easier.
If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you decide to give this project a try where you turn a cleaning caddy or an organizer or maybe just a bag you have laying around the house into a personalized art kit, I would really love to hear how the experience was for you and how you're getting along with your art supplies. I think that this is going to be so helpful into the coming year where I'm trying to just slow down and enjoy my art practice a little bit more. But until next time, I hope you have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful day. Goodbye.